At the last moment, when Xiao Yan was already about to self-destruct before Emperor ZHU KUN's attack, Ziyan appeared. This video continues the story of Xiao Yan's encounter with the Void Dragon Emperor right at the gates of Tu Shi's tomb. So if you haven't watched that part yet, be sure to check it out. Ziyan interrupted Xiao Yan's attempt to blow himself up. She was ready to take upon herself the full force of the former Dragon Emperor's terrifying attack. A massive seal of violet golden light, radiating overwhelming power, appeared above the golden dragon's head before the shocked armies of the Alliance and the Hun clan. But suddenly, it froze. The seal instantly shattered in the next moment. Emperor ZHU KUN began to tremble. Child. Ziyan closed her eyes, feeling the terrifying destructive power. But just when she braced herself for unbearable pain, the pressure suddenly stopped. Some of the Hun clan experts even sighed in disappointment. Bastard! Gu Yuan's expression turned extremely grim. He clenched his teeth and appeared right before the Dragon Emperor. With a wave of his hand, a powerful gust of wind threw Ziyan and Xiao Yan backward. Gu Yuan glared furiously at ZHU KUN. Haven't you gone too far, using a fatal attack? But ZHU KUN behaved as if he hadn't heard Gu Yuan's words. His entire focus was on the golden dragon who had shielded Xiao Yan with its body. ZHU KUN could clearly sense the familiar scent of bloodline. A bloodline of the same lineage. Only one being in this world could possess it, his own child. Child. The fierce gleam that once filled Emperor ZHU KUN's eyes had now turned to gentleness. His heart began to beat faster. In a low voice, he whispered, looking at Ziyan. Gu Yuan was taken aback. Who is your child? The massive golden dragon started to shrink in size and soon transformed into a young girl with purple hair. She supported Xiao Yan and asked if he was all right. I'm fine. Why did you come? Xiao Yan wiped the blood from his face and looked at the girl. Ziyan was slightly angry. The opening of the god's tomb was an event of great importance. Yet Xiao Yan hadn't informed the Void Ancient Dragon tribe at all. Xiao Yan explained that this event was far too immense. If the Dragon tribe intervened, they could risk their own survival. But considering the Hun clan's ways, would any faction on the continent survive if they obtained the ancient god mansion? Finally, Ziyan looked at the mysterious man. What a terrifying power! But his aura feels familiar to me. Yet, she couldn't recall where she might have met such a powerful man. Xiao Yan briefly explained that he was the guardian of Tu Shi's ancient tomb, and he clearly intended to kill Xiao Yan. The young man had no idea why this dragon harbored such hatred toward him. Ziyan sighed. With a wave of her hand, a spatial crack appeared. From the rift emerged several figures, the elders of the Void Ancient Dragon tribe. Although our tribe is not as strong as before, we will repay the debt we owe you. This time, we will use all our power to help you. Xiao Yan opened his mouth in surprise upon seeing so many Void Ancient Dragon elders. He respectfully clasped his hands in greeting. Ziyan, along with numerous experts, was ready to stand by Xiao Yan's side in battle. They all remembered what Xiao Yan had done for their tribe. Would the Void Dragon tribe recognize their true emperor? ZHU KUN introduced himself and declared his title as the Void Dragon Emperor. But so many years had passed. Even considering the long lifespan of the Void Ancient Dragons, only a few members of his generation still remained. At the front of the dragon stood the oldest of them all, the first elder, Yuhao. The Dragon Emperor disappeared long ago. Now I am the Dragon Empress of the current Void Ancient Dragon tribe, Ziyan said in an icy tone. Hearing these words, ZHU KUN was stunned. Gu Yuan and Hun Tiandi expected him to attack Xiao Yan again, but instead, ZHU KUN simply nodded. You are right. You have every right to take the position of Dragon Empress. That burden now belongs to you. All the experts, including Ziyan, were shocked. This man was truly strange. Ziyan spoke again. Senior, there is a war between the Alliance army and the Hun clan. I hope you will stay out of it and not interfere. All right, I'll do as you say. May I come closer? Now there was no killing intent in him. After receiving permission, ZHU KUN approached Ziyan. A complex smile crossed his face, and he sighed softly. "You look exactly like your mother." Ziyan stared at the man in confusion. When she noticed the golden color of his eyes, a strange feeling surged within her chest. The sensation made her tremble. Then she stretched out her hands and grasped the man's hand. When their hands touched, a bright golden light burst into the sky from their bodies. The light merged at the point where their hands met. In that instant, an overwhelming pressure descended upon the surroundings. Many elders behind Ziyan immediately dropped to one knee. Even they could not resist that pressure. Ziyan stared at the golden light in astonishment. She quickly pulled her hand away as if struck by lightning. She looked into the man's smiling eyes, but her gaze turned cold. Xiao Yan drew a conclusion from the golden light's reaction. He could sense that the bloodline power perfectly matched Ziyan's own. They were clearly connected by blood. More importantly, those ties were definitely between father and daughter. Finally, everyone realized that the mysterious man was the former Void Dragon Emperor who had vanished thousands of years ago. No wonder he wanted to kill me. He must have sensed traces of Ziyan's bloodline within mine. Xiao Yan now understood ZHU KUN's behavior. However, judging by Ziyan's expression, she didn't seem happy. Xiao Yan could feel the storm of emotions raging in her heart. "Child." Emperor ZHU KUN smiled helplessly when he saw the coldness on her face. Clearly, he lacked any experience in raising children. He only rubbed his hands awkwardly, unsure what to say. But Ziyan replied coldly, "I'm an orphan. I have no mother or father." Xiao Yan sighed. In the past, she had lived alone deep within the mountains of the Black Corner region. Though her talent was outstanding, her life had been far from easy. Later, the first elder Su Qian brought her to Jianan Academy, but she still carried an aura of loneliness. Only after meeting Xiao Yan did she finally begin to have friends. Remembering those days, Xiao Yan began to understand the pain the girl had endured. Ziyan stubbornly stood her ground. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered the word, "Father." She had once longed deeply to see him by her side. "It's my fault, all my fault. I shouldn't have let greed consume me before Tu Shi's ancient cave. It was that damned ancient god Tu Shi. He trapped me for such a long time." ZHU KUN's words. Emperor ZHU KUN panicked when he saw Ziyan's tears. He tried to comfort her. "Child, don't cry, please. It's all my fault. Whatever you say from now on, Daddy will listen. I swear it, if you don't believe me." Xiao Yan let out a sigh of relief when he saw the mighty expert, whose strength could shake the entire continent, behaving so gently toward the girl. It seemed he truly cared for Ziyan deeply. The surrounding experts fell silent. The dragon elders were completely astonished by this turn of events. Ziyan took a deep breath and looked at her father with reddened eyes. Suddenly, she pointed her finger at Han Tiendi. Sniffling, she said, "Then kill him." "All right," Emperor ZHU KUN answered immediately. A savage light flashed again in his eyes, but this time his target was not Xiao Yan, it was Han Tiendi. What an emotional reunion it was between Ziyan and her father after so many years apart. Yet the ending was striking. Some people ask their fathers to buy them candy, but she asks hers to kill someone. That's Ziyan for you, the little manipulator. Thank you very much for watching. Write in the comments what you think about this reunion between father and daughter. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you all next time.